let's make a video today and answer some questions. Rich, why haven't you posted in so long? Why do you make these videos in black and white? And I just want to say a couple things about this AI country song and what it means. So let's start with the last question. Hopefully, I remember the first question. All right, that AI country song. So is it? It's it's amazing to my mind, right? That AI has generated a country song that whatever 2 million people or whatever are watching or checking out, and maybe some is out of pure curiosity. I haven't listened. I haven't like done the curiosity thing. I've heard a snippet of it, but I haven't like looked it up and done the curiosity thing to add to the 2 million views or listens or whatever to that song. But here's what I want to say about it. It's wildly popular. I guess it's a country song. I guess it's not the worst imaginable song ever. But really, what does that say? Like, and a lot of people are like, oh, this is the loss of art and this is the loss of this and this. Dude, it's been lost for a while. Like, look at your buildings. Look at the home you live in. Look at my home. And then, like, just do a quick house tour of people's houses back in the day. Like, not even a long time ago. Like, there is more stimulating architecture in a whatever 1890s farmhouse than it is in your modern house, right? There's more beauty in a 1920s house than there is in your house. Like, have things gotten better or worse? Okay, check. So with that being said, what is this country song? Or what's the big picture of the AI, the country song, the all of it? And to answer that question, I'm going to say this is a giant. It's going to be a giant propaganda tool for the numbskulls out there that haven't read a book, don't read a book, or are only going to listen to their books, which can all that content could be altered easily now. We know that. We know you could, if AI is writing a song right now that is, quote unquote, a hit song, what kind of books, what kind of article, like it's writing articles, like LinkedIn posts. It's just turned the internet into pure slop and pure propaganda at the same exact time. So now we're dialed in to everybody's got their device, everybody's looking down, everybody's like connected in, and they're connected in, and their interests and what they feel passionate about can be swayed in an instant by, like in real life, by algorithms, dude. Like, I could sway your emotions by algorithms. Like, and the algorithms are being taught how to do that from us, even from this video, guys, right? This video, the algorithms are taking down speech patterns that we have and our ways to communicate so it can better communicate with us, manipulate us, make us feel feelings or not feel feelings, or feel anger or joy or happiness or emptiness or soullessness or hatred of our perceived enemies, and can be used as a tool to what? Manipulate us. So I think that's the bigger picture, because these everything is just going to keep accelerating faster and faster and faster. Like, it's a hit song now, right? And right now you could still kind of sort of decipher the poorly written AR, dude, the AI articles. Like, you could kind of decipher the propaganda. You could kind of see the bot comments on YouTube or whatever platform you use, and you could kind of see it. You can kind of read a, like a request for proposal kind of submittal, like in the business world. You could kind of read it and be like, like, I don't know about it. But it's accelerating at such a fast speed that you're not going to be able to decipher too much longer. And then what does that mean for you? What does that mean for everybody? What does that mean for a country? What does that mean for a world? What does it mean for men? It means that anybody who has enough control, sway, and power, you could even say the Antichrist is going to come in here and use that tool effectively. Or we just talk a little crazy now, or this is not going to go on too much longer before the hand of God comes down and corrects all of us naughty children, right? Just like the Tower of Babel. And I think that Tower of Babel story, which I believe is 100% true, and I'm not like a Bible literalist, like every single word is like 100% true, but if the Bible talks about this, like, I think it happened. Yeah, there was a great flood. Yeah, I think that happened. Like why would all these cultures have flood narratives or Tower of Babel story? Like, it's not just a symbol. It happened. The languages got confused. God came down. God corrected it. Same thing with the flood and Noah. So I think we have one of two ways to go. Either, at some point, God is going to correct this, right? And it's going to be heavy-handed and uncomfortable, and it's going to leave a void because we're all gonna have to take a step back into a different age. I don't think it can continue on like this, and maybe I'm wrong, or things are going to get really, really bad and really, really propaganda-y and controlled and mass manipulation very, very quickly. The thing about mass manipulation is, let's just talk about a couple other things. Like, dude, let's just talk about, all right, controversial stuff, whatever. I don't even know why this is controversial. It's so stupid. Like, everybody's talking about, like, oh, chemtrails in the sky and blah, blah, blah. And, like, now that I probably mentioned in my video, there'll be a warning on the bottom about chemtrails, whatever. Here's the thing, guys. And, like, I'm not going to dig into it too much. Like, I think curiosity can confuse you and also put you on a path that takes you away from God. And I think the devil can use curiosity to do that. And curiosity can be a sin in itself when it's drawing you away and you're constantly seeking and searching and Googling and asking AI and blah, blah, blah. And you know it's manipulating you. So the chemtrail thing, for instance, let's just backtrack the whole thing. And let's just say that there's a special button on the plane that releases the chemtrails, and all these pilots have been doing it for decades, and no one says anything, and no one knows that it's there, and it secretly, magically gets into the plane, and it puts toxins or aluminum, and it's a giant secret government program where, I don't even know, just Google, how many flights are there a day? How many? How many flights are there in a single day? How many pilots have there been since this quote-unquote phenomenon has been happening? And all those people have kept quiet? It's like the moon landing, dudes. Like, and I don't care too much about it. Like, whatever, dude. But I think we went 16 times. We're going to lie about it 16 times. Like, thousands of people, thousands and thousands and thousands of people are sworn to secrecy, and all of them are going to be quiet. Come on. It's beyond ridiculous. What's more probably truthful about what's going on with those situations is those situations are test runs by our government, by the whatever AI overlords, by, the media, to see how gullible the U.S. citizens are. Or worse, it's test runs by foreign governments influencing our media of how stupid Americans can be. All right, now if I can remember correctly, which I can't, of the other questions. Yo, Rich, why don't you post too often? Because I don't care, man. Because this is not my job. It's not my goal. It's not like I want 1 million subscribers, like any of this stuff. Like, no, man. I just want to live amongst better dudes than me, and steel sharpens steel. And I want to help men be better men. And Also, I know what it's like to be a degenerate, like in my past season of life, and what it's like not to be a degenerate. And I just want to make videos for you guys once in a while when I feel like it to say, hey man up, govern your realm, get married, have kids, take care of your families, go to church, you know, follow the commandments, like all of this stuff. Like that's the goal because I want to be around better men, and I want my children growing up with, you know, I mean, honestly, with better men and men that raise better daughters and men that raise better sons and men that have better wives and men that govern their households because that's more important to me, right? I'm going to be here for a short time and then, dude, I'm probably off to purgatory for real. So hopefully I don't spend too much time there. But God knows what I'll do. And hopefully it's not the other place because that's scary, man. It's scary. You read the accounts of hell, it's scary, scary. Even the accounts of purgatory, it looks painful. So that answers that question. Last is why are a whole bunch of my videos in black and white? So one thing that I like doing, or I've been using my phone less and less and less and less and less. And with the using of the phone less and less and less and less and less, is I have more time for reading books, which is awesome. I have more time for spending with my family, which is awesome. Typically, my phone schedule is I put this thing, I shut it off, I store it in the garage. I'm like off. Like, I don't keep it next to my bed. Like, I don't do any of that weird stuff, man. I don't make excuses for it like some people do. Like, oh, if somebody needs to get in contact with me or somebody calls. No, I don't do any of that. I don't want it in the bedroom. I don't want it next to me. I don't want it next to me while I'm sleeping. None of that. And I'll tell you a weird story about phones, internet, and sleeping. So let me try to remember my train of thought. With that being said, is I store it in the garage. Why the everything is, or I try to like transfer it to black and white, and sometimes I get lazy because I don't want to sit there on the phone while it makes the video into black and white, is because I've come to keep my phone in the black and white mode setting because it makes everything on the phone just less appealing. Because when it's less appealing, you have less reasons to click upon it. Like black and white, just change that setting, keep it on like permanent black and white. And it is pretty awesome. And when you pause the black and white and you see the colors, it's like, my goodness. It's like the reds are like candy red. And it's like so, like just the colors of it alone are very stimulating and appealing. So I suggest you guys do the same thing. Don't sleep with this thing. Don't keep it in the room. Whatever. Shut it off at night. Don't even have it next to your pillow. The people that make excuses like, oh, it's my alarm clock. Dude, you're just making excuses for your phone so you could have it next to you so you could get curious about something and do some weird stuff on the internet. And tempt yourself. And it's all bad news. Just like be present, be real. Your kids will appreciate that a lot more. Your wife will appreciate it, and she's addicted to her phone. Like you could just be like, hey, like just phone fast, like, and you set the example and you kind of set the tone of what that looks like. So that's why these videos are in black and white. So that answers a couple questions. The last thing I'll say about the phone is, check this out. I have friends that they don't have the internet in their house, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, all right, you know what I'm going to do? Just so like there's not even the frequency of internet in our house. And I don't know if this works or whatever, but I'll tell you a funny story. Not funny, weird. But so I got we got the internet and whatever in the house. But I got a timer, a regular, crank timer, like not electronic, not hooked to my phone, like none of that stuff, man. Just a regular, the crank timer that you plug in. And I plugged it in to shut the internet off at night. Now I had something to do. I forgot what it was, but I clicked the always on button and I left it always on. And it's been off at night for like a long time now, like months and months and months and months and months. And I noticed, who knows, because it's the same time I got a new job. At the same time I got a new job, I did this at the same time, and I started sleeping better at night. And I was thinking about it. It's like, it's probably the job. Then I thought, hey, maybe it's shutting off this internet thing. Anyways, fast forward. I left on the forever on button. And of course, the freaking night that I have it forever on, I have terrible nightmares. It's weird, right? Terrible, terrible nightmares. So I don't know what that's about, but I wouldn't be surprised if it had something to do with frequencies or whatever. So that's it for now. So think about this AI stuff. Think about how much time you spend not in the real world, like on a device, because the device is not real world. You're not actually connected to anybody. Sending somebody a message is not like connecting to them. Like have a phone call, like see somebody, like look at them in the eyeballs. Like that's real connection. Like spending time with people is real connection. Being in the same room where everybody's on their phone or on their iPads and the kids are on their iPads and everybody's getting screen time and the TV's going at the same time and people are looking at their phones and scrolling and listening to, something in the background as they're searching on the internet, as the TV's on. Like, is that good for anybody? Is it good? Are you guys bonding better as a family? Are you bonding with your friends better? It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. So that's what I have to say about that. If you find this valuable, whatever, subscribe. That's the pitch. I don't care. And that's all I have to say for now. I might just put this on color because I don't feel like staying on the phone extra time to wait for the stupid thing to make the video into black and white. Or you could just turn your phones to black and white. That way I don't have to do it. But I don't want like the extra colors too. So that's it, guys. And I don't know, man. I'll make videos when I make them. Out.